Okay, good afternoon, बच्चों. Today we will discuss about the different objectives of the plant breeding. Okay, mainly there are the three objectives. First is crop improvement, means we are increasing the gene and genotypic frequency, which is targeted for the our desirable character. Second is that improve the agronomic characters, means increase the frequency or desirable characters of the plant by increasing the grain yield or reducing the plant height, increasing the number of pods, etc. So this type of the character we have to improve in this second objective. And third objective is that we are develop a variety which is the resistance against the biotic and abiotic stress. Okay. And this next slide, I am elaborate the all the points in one by one subheading. So first is that the increasing the grain yield, means yield means what? Yield is the ultimate product of any crop plant, means for the for the cereal is the grain. Okay. For pulses is for pod, and for oil seed crop is oil. Okay. For fodder crop is fodder, is the ultimate grain yield. Okay. So these pod, oil, fodder, so these are the ultimate product, so we are increasing this ultimate product. Okay. So that is the first objective, or these things are we are increasing by the plant breeding methods. Okay. For example, we increase the grain yield in wheat by introducing the gene Norin10. This Norin10 is a semi-dwarfing gene. Okay. And second example is in rice. The gene for in rice is the DGO gene. This DGO gene is also a semi-dwarfing gene which is introduced in a rice plant for getting the reducing height in the rice. And second objective is the improving the second objective is the improving the quality traits in the rice. Quality traits are milling, cooking quality, and aroma and grain color. Okay. Means these are the qualitative types of the traits we are increasing. For the pulses, the protein content and the sulfur content, which is the amino acid, we are increasing this content in the pulses. Okay. And the quality trait in the oil seed are the PUFA content also. Okay. Next is the elimination of the toxic substances. Means toxic substances are those substances which is the reduce the quality of the plant. Okay. In jowar, SCN content is the toxic content. Okay. And for in the Lathyrus sativa, there is a in Lathyrus sativa there is a toxic substance is lathyrogen, and the IUPAC name of this lathyrogen is beta and oxylamine alanine alpha beta diaminopropanoic acid. Okay. For and erucic acid in brassica, cucurbitacin in cucurbit. Okay. And saponin content are in potato. Okay. So these are the toxic substances which is present in the different crops. If we reduce these toxic substances in the cereal, pulses, oilseed crop, we can get ultimately a good yield or quality yield. Okay. Next is the resistance against the biotic and abiotic stresses. Biotic and abiotic stresses means the stress which is coming from the insect or pest, these are the biotic, and abiotic are those stress which is coming from the external environmental condition, which are temperature, which may be the high or low, water, which may be the high and low, means water logging or water scarcity. Okay. And for also for the nutrient, the concentration of nutrient when become high, then it will create the salinity, I mean highly saline soil means. Okay. when the nutrient concentration is very low, then it will create the deficiency in the plants. Okay, so these are the biotic and abiotic stage. So we are developing the such a variety which is the having the resistance against the insect pest, high temperature, low temperature, high nutrient concentration, low nutrient concentration. Okay, high water, low water. Okay, and next is which is the fifth point, change in the maturity duration. Generally many are varieties, means older varieties. These are varieties are means late maturing type of variety. So we are developing such a variety which is having a early type of maturity, means which are the taking low duration for the maturing, for the maturity. And next is sixth point, improve the agronomic characters, means we are improving the plant height. Okay, increase the number of grain or number of panicle. Okay, and increasing the number of productive tillers. So these are the agronomic traits which we are improving by the different plant breeding methods. Seventh point is that reducing the plant height to prevent the lodging. Okay, because of the lodging, plant is means fall down. Okay, height is more, then plant ultimately will fall down. But we are introduced some dwarfing gene in the rice. The example of dwarfing gene is DGO gene, which we are introduced. Okay, after the introduction of this gene, we got a semi-dwarf rice. So it will become prevent from the lodging. Okay, next is photo insensitivity. Means generally many crops are photosensitive, means they are require a particular photo period. When they get a particular photo period, they will become we will get a flowering period. Okay, but we want to produce that such a type of variety which are the photo insensitive, means any season if the variety is photo insensitive, then this variety we can grow in any season. So this type of variety we have developed in many crops, for example red gram and sorghum. Okay, next is non-shattering nature. Because of the shattering nature of pulses, so during the maturity of these pulses, all the pods are shattered down in the field. So ultimately it will lose our granule. So we are developing the variety which is the having the non-shattering type of nature. Next is synchronized maturity. Synchronized maturity means in the population in the field, plant population in the field will mature at the same time, means at the same time all the plant will be mature. So we are developing such a variety in the pulses. Okay, next is determine growth habit. Determine growth habit means when the flowering occur. Okay, after the flowering occur, the growth of the vegetative growth of the plant will stop. So this is the determinate type of growth habit we are developing in pulses also. And next is elimination or introduction of dormancy, means after the dormancy in crops such as a groundnut, we can this groundnut seed we cannot germinate in the field. So we are trying to reduce the dormancy or introducing some genes which eliminate the dormancy. Okay, so these are some objectives which we are taking on our consideration and to increase the grain yield of cereals, pulses, oilseed. That's all. Okay, thank you so much. And any question you have in your mind, you can ask me in your Google Classroom also or YouTube. Okay, thank you so much.